Want to one-shot almost everything in Mayhem 4, 3, 2, or 1? Well, today I present you my one-shot MOZE Lady Luck build. This is LaserBolt and welcome to today's video, guys. Today I want to share with you guys a build that's going to have you guys kind of laughing at everything that they want to throw at you, because you're going to pretty much be one-shotting almost everything. And I have to say that after trying to get different builds for each individual characters with the Lucky 7, I have to say that the MOZE one works really well, as you could run a skill that you can't run with any other character within this build, and I'll explain that a little bit further in the video. But today I want to share with you guys this build because I think this build is extremely potent and very powerful. Not only will you be able to almost one-shot almost everything, but it makes almost every single content a breeze. So if you do like this build, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. So now let's go ahead and jump into the build. And don't forget, guys, you can now become an official Bolt Nation member. All you gotta do is click the link down below where it says Join Bolt Nation, and you guys will automatically get your Bolt Nation status. All right, so here we are in the skill tree, fellas. We're gonna be doing Demolition Woman. We're also going to be doing Shield of Distribution, and we're going to be using Bottomless Mag. Now, I do hope you guys do like the new format that we have for the particular build setup. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys like it, or if you don't. I would greatly appreciate it. In addition to that, guys, I do want to remind you that if you guys would like me to share this build and you guys can download the file on PC, let's get this video to 200 likes and we will share it for you guys. So let's get started with this build. So we're going to start off with the Demolition Woman. We're going to be dumping a total of 5 points into Fire into Skag's Den. What that's going to do, it's going to increase our splash damage, and it's going to convert it into incinerary damage. It's going to give us additional bonus when we do the splash damage. Is going to increase our incinerary damage effect to a plus 18. Now, I am getting a plus 18 because I have an extra 1 point from the class mod, so do bear that in mind. So we're dumping 5 points here. Next up, we're going to be dumping a total of 3 points into Deadliness, and what this is going to do, it's going to give Iron Bear's weapon drain less fuel damage, so we're going to have our Iron Bear shoot a little bit more. Now, we are going to be using the Iron Bear quite a lot with this build due to the fact that our Iron Bear is going to help us for multiple reasons, and I'll explain once we get into the gear. But primarily, he's going to be kind of like the focal target to take kind of damage away from us. So we're going to be dumping a total of also 3 points into Mines of Distribution. Once again, give us a chance to get ammo and get our grenade back when we deal splash damage. So it's really important. We are going to be doing a ton of that. So our ammo, we're going to be getting it a lot. And also our grenade, we're also going to be getting it a lot as well. We're also going to be dumping a total of 5 points into cross promotion. Now, this is going to bring me all the way up to 8. What that's going to do is that all splash damage dealt by MOZE has a chance to double in size. So it's going to give me great crowd control, especially for playing stuff in Mayhem Mode 4, like the Maliwan Raid or the Slatter Shaft, or even in Mayhem Mode 3. This build automatically wrecks in Mayhem Mode 3. So you guys do want to keep that in mind. It's just very good for crowd control. Now, you don't have to dump all points into this one. You could theoretically kind of just get it up to 6 if you want to. But I just like to have a lot because it's great for crowd control. So it's really effective, especially when you're doing late game content where there's a lot of ads kind of lumped up together. It helps out quite a lot. Then we're going to be dumping a total of 3 points into Pull the Holy Pin. What this is going to do, it's going to cost our grenades to have critical hits, which is going to be quite exponential. We're going to be dumping 1 point into Auto Bear. What this is going to allow us to do is once we exit Auto Bear, he's going to stay active in the battlefield. Really important because it's going to take a lot of the gunfire away from us. And it's also going to help that when Iron Bear is active in some anointments, it's going to give us a couple of boosts. Then we're going to be dumping a total of 5 points into Vampire. What this is going to do, it's going to restore plus 20 of the missing health per enemy hit. So the more we hit the enemies, the more health we'll be getting back. So it's kind of going to make it super tanky. And last but not least, we're dumping 1 point into Short Fuse. Whenever MOZE deals gun damage, there's a chance of a secondary explosion centered around the target. So once again, a lot of splash damage, as you guys notice here. We also might as well just pick up the slot. We're going to be picking up the V35. And with the V35, we are going to be activating the ones that give us enemy damage taken. So whenever we hit an enemy, it's going to increase the damage we actually take, we hit the enemy with. And since we have Auto Bear active, our Auto Bear is going to automatically be doing this damage for us. It's going to be giving us a ton of damage, allowing us to one-shot the majority of the enemies. So we'll go ahead and pick that up once we're able to pick that up. Just letting you guys know that's where we're going with targeting softening. All right, so now let's move on to, actually, let's go to Shields of Distribution real quick and pick up just one thing we're going to be picking up which is Security Bear. What Security Bear is going to do, it's going to place a bubble around Iron Bear. So it's going to make him extremely tanky, allowing him to stay in the battlefield quite a lot to avoid, us taking any additional damage. Next up, guys, we're going to be dumping 5 points into Cloud of Lead. And Cloud of Lead, what it's going to do, it's going to deal incinerary damage, and it's not going to consume ammo when we're actually doing that, making us, as you guys are seeing in the gameplay, it's going to allow us to do a ton of damage without having to reload, which is really cool. Then 1 point into matching set. What this is going to do is the current equipped weapon is going to gain a stack of bonus to the magazine size. So it's really important, and it just gives us more magazine size, making us use a specific kind of talent or a specific build or a specific attribute from the Lucky 7 weapon that we're not able to use with any other additional character. Then we're going to be dumping a total of 3 points into Stoke the Embers. Once again, Iron Bear increased incinerary damage, so we're going to be doing a ton of incinerary damage. We're going to be dumping 1 point of redistribution, which is going to give us, once again, guys, it's going to push us up to 2 because of our class mod. So it's going to pretty much do our critical hit. It regenerates our ammo. So the more crit hits we get, the more ammo regen we get. Now remember, we're not only going to be proccing this with the weapon, but we're also going to be proccing this with the grenade. So we are going to be getting our ammo back a lot. Then scourging RPMs, we're going to be dumping a total of 5. What this is going to do is that it's going to increase the fire rate and critical hit damage. So once again, our weapon's always going to be doing critical hit shots. So our grenades are going to be doing critical hit shots. So our fire rate and our crit hit damage is also getting increased right there. We're going to be dumping a total of 4 points into the Iron Bank, which is going to increase our magazine size. And then we're going to be dumping 1 point into Specialist Bear, and which is really good. And the last point we're dumping is to Some for the Road, which is going to gain infinite ammo for a few seconds after exiting Iron Bear. So really effective and really important, and that pretty much is our entire skill tree. Now let's go make sure we have everything equipped right here. Yes, we do. And with all that put together, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at our gear. All right, so here we are, guys, within our gear. So with our gear, guys, we're going to be running the Wild Lucky 7. Now, you want to get this roll. I prefer this roll a lot because not only do we not have a scope, but we also have a plus 10 critical hit damage. So you want to make sure if you're getting one, you want to make sure it drops with the plus 10 critical hit damage. And you also want to make sure you get this anointment while Auto Bear is active, constantly regenerate 8% of your magazine size per second. So remember, Iron Bear is going to be our deterrent. He's going to keep people away from us. In addition to that, as long as he's active in the battlefield, and that's what we have Auto Bear, is it's going to give us ammo back. So it's going to make us not ever have to reload this weapon, giving us infinite ammo, which makes this build amazing. Next, we're going to do is we have another one, which is the ion cannon. The only reason we have this one, guys, is because we didn't want to get a skill where it says that once you go down, you throw a grenade. This is going to allow us to, if we ever happen to go down, which we shouldn't be going down, but if we happen to go down and we need to kill an enemy, this is going to allow us to one-shot that enemy without a problem. Mostly everything. I think everything like in Mayhem 3, you should be able to one-shot. In Mayhem 4, if they have shields, it's going to take you maybe 2 charges. But other than that, you should pretty much theoretically one-shot almost anything with this with the ion cannon. And now to take a look, for this one I have on action skill and weapon damage is increased by 100 for a short period of time. There's only, if you exit Iron Bear and you want to shoot someone, you could theoretically just shoot him and then just go back to your Lucky 7. Now, for the shields, we're running the Transformer. You could theoretically go with the Big Boom Blaster as well here. But what you're looking for here is the anointment after exiting Iron Bear, gains 75 increased shield and health for 25 seconds. Once again, we're using Iron Bear for a couple things. We're using him for distraction. We're using him to get our health back in case our health gets low. And we're using him to get more ammo. So it's really important that our Iron Bear is active. And since we're going to be pulling him out quite a lot, we're going to be getting that shield back and that health back for 25 seconds, which is really exponential. Makes it very tanky and survival. Next, guys, we're using, for our class mod, we're using the Minesweeper. And the reason why we're using the Minesweeper is because landing critical hit chance has a chance to drop a micro grenade that explodes after shock. Now, that's not extremely important. The only reason we're using this is because that's going to allow us to get 2 points into the one that's going to be giving us our ammo back. And this one's actually a pretty good roll. We got 25 weapon damage, 45 Jacob critical damage, and 31 pistol damage. So it's going to make our Lucky 7 pistol really potent, allowing us to one-hit everything that goes our way. For our grenades, we're using the Recurring Hex. Now, I am running this with the anointment on grenade throw. Weapons, grenades, and action skill damage are increased by 25% for 6 seconds. This is actually allowing us to one-shot, so you want to make sure you lob the grenade, and I'll explain how you want to play with this once I finish with all the gear. Last but not least, guys, we're running a last stand auto idle, and the reason why we're running this one is because it restores 18% of your max health after killing an enemy, so it's giving us very tanky. And if our health goes below 50, it's going to make us invulnerable for a few seconds as well. And we're running this with a plus 21 action skill cooldown rate, which is going to allow us to get Iron Bear very frequently. Magazine size increase with our Maggie. Not with our Maggie, with our upgraded Maggie, the Lucky 7, and we're getting the max health. Now, you could run another one. You could also go with the Victory Rush as well, which is going to give you the option that if you kill a badass, it's going to trigger a Victory Rush. So that one's actually pretty good because it'll increase your movement speed and damage for 60 seconds. That one's really effective, but I kind of like the idle. It works really well, but you could use any of those as you please. So now let's talk about how you actually want to play with this particular build. The way you want to play with this particular build, it's very simple, guys. You want to go ahead, lob your grenade, and shoot the enemies that are around you. Remember, you have 6 seconds to do additional damage. After 6 seconds, lob another grenade and just keep doing it over and over and over. Now, another thing that's going to be a main focal point is being able to target specific items within your Lucky 7. Now, theoretically, what you're looking for is the skull with the little kind of dot in the face, which is the one that gives you critical hit damage, and you're looking for the number 7. Those are the first one that spawns in the first column and the last one that spawns in the last column of the Lucky 7. Basically, to get these rolls, all you got to do is reload your weapon until you get those rolls. Once you get those rolls will automatically stay cemented on the weapon. And since you're never reloading, you're always keeping those rolls, right? That's the theory. Now, the thing that this build allows you to do that you're not able to do with any other build, because since our magazine clip is so high, we have 16 bullets in the chamber, is that with this build, you're actually able to run full auto with the Lucky 7. So you're going to be doing more damage, you're going to be doing full auto, and you're going to be doing the 7-shot and not having to reload. This is actually really good because it's going to be giving you a lot of damage as opposed to shooting 1 bullet. You're going to be shooting a total of 3 bullets, giving you a ton of damage, guys. So you're not able to do that with Sane. You're not able to do that with Flak because you constantly really have to time your shots very frequently. With this one I think you can shoot 4 times and then you'll never go into the reload clip. So it actually makes it really, really good and really effective. If you're ever in trouble, ever in danger, jump on your Iron Bear. Then when your Iron Bear is out in the field, all you have to do, guys, is just leave him out there, cop out, and he'll stay active since he has the shield and he has the auto bear, and you'll be getting your health back and your shield back without a problem. This will make any content a breeze, so give it a try. Let me know if there's anything you would change with this build. If there is, drop it down in the comment section down below. Don't forget, let's get to 200 likes, and I'll share the build on the Discord server. If you haven't joined the Discord server, the link is down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.